talking shit at the pilot. Niggas be broken, be sobbing, but still talking shit like they ballin'.
In my opinion, the two greatest draft classes of all time, the 1996 and the 2003 NBA draft class. Two classes filled with literal game changers and Mount Rushmore material players. But the question is, which is the better class? Instead of taking an analytical approach to this as I usually do, I will do something a little different this time, and that is, what if the two draft classes played one game to decide the winner? Now before you comment, yes, this video and the idea is inspired by Mike Korzemba's videos, and I just wanted to make one too. I will be simulating the game on whatifsports.com and give you an essential rundown of what happened in the game. But now that the rules are set, let's go ahead and introduce the starting lineup. Introducing the 1996 draft class. At point guard, we have Steve Nash. Steve Nash has become one of the greatest point guards of all time with his combination of all-time great passing ability and the shooting ability. This two-time MVP and 8-time All-Star was one of the pioneers of the three-point dribble pull-up that we see today in guys like Steph Curry and Damian Lillard, and rightfully deserves the starting spot. At shooting guard, we have Allen Iverson. The #1 pick of this draft class definitely lived up to the hype, as he's become to many the greatest 76er of all time and is one of the most influential basketball players of all time. Arguably the best little man in basketball, there is no question why he is in the lineup. At small forward, we have the Black Mamba Kobe Bryant. I mean, what can I say that we already don't know? 5-time champion, 1-time MVP, the second greatest shooting guard of all time, and one of the most prolific scorers in NBA history. There's no need to explain why he's in the starting lineup. I did put him at small forward because I am not benching Allen Iverson, and at the same time, I am not benching Kobe Bryant, so I decided to just put him at the 3. At the power forward spot, we have Jermaine O'Neal. A lot of people forget about Jermaine O'Neal, but in his prime, this guy was one of the best big men in the league, averaging nearly 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 blocks for the Indiana Pacers. This guy will definitely provide some needed presence down low. And at the center position, we have Marcus Camby. Like Jermaine O'Neal, a lot of people don't remember Marcus Camby, but in his prime, no, he wasn't averaging 20 plus points. In fact, his career high is only 14.8. And that was in his rookie season. But in his prime, this guy was a perennial defensive player of the year candidate and actually won it one year. A guy who can give you 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 to 4 blocks a night, similar to Hassan Whiteside of today. He'll definitely be a great rim protector. Off the bench, we have Ray Allen, a guy who probably would have been starting if it weren't for Iverson and Kobe, arguably the greatest three-point shooter of all time. We also have Stephon Marbury, a guy who was a consistent 22 points and 8 assists guy for most of his career. Antoine Walker, a player who averaged a consistent 20 points and 8 to 9 rebounds for the Celtics in his prime. Next, we have Peja Stojakovic, one of the greatest three-point shooters of all time, and can be a Mike Miller type of guy for this team. I also threw in Big Z in there for at least one big man off the bench, so there is that. And now we have the 2003 NBA draft class, the best draft class of the 21st century as of right now. At point guard, we have LeBron James. Yes, you heard it right. LeBron is going to be the point guard. I just couldn't find any other point guard besides maybe Mo Williams, and just trust me, the lineup will make more sense. Okay, bro, like, it's LeBron. We know what he's done. We know what he's doing. We don't know what he's gonna do because you can expect anything from him. Basically, no need to explain LeBron James. He's our point guard. At shooting guard, we have Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade can make an argument for being the 3rd best shooting guard of all time, and in my opinion, he might be. In his prime, this guy was contesting Kobe as the best shooting guard in the league and is unarguably the Heat's greatest player of all time. At small forward, we have Carmelo Anthony. I know I've been bashing Melo in my last couple of videos, but this guy was one of my favorite players to watch in his prime. A guy who really at one point was contesting LeBron for the best small forward in the league. Obviously now there's no debate, but that just shows you how good he was in his prime. At power forward, we have Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, before he came to Miami, was a franchise player and was one of the best power forwards in the league. The Miami's Big Three was called the Big Three for a reason. And at center, we have David West. Now, it's pretty obvious what this team's weakness is, but at his best, David West was a 20-10 guy and one of the more physical big men in the league, who can also stretch the floor as well. Off the bench, we have Mo Williams, who in his prime was actually an all-star, maybe because of LeBron, but nonetheless he was. We also have Chris Kaman, just a big presence in the paint that will definitely help out. And as far as wing players, we have Josh Howard, who was a near 20 points per game scorer in his prime, and Kyle Korver, one of the NBA's best three-point shooters. Now with the introductions all set, let the games begin. The game starts with Kobe Bryant hitting a jump shot in the right wing. Carmelo comes back and hits a floater from a great pass from Dwayne Wade. However, the first half of the first quarter was all Iverson and Kobe, as they would assist their score on 17 of the team's first 19 points, capped off by a 3 to give the 96 team a 7-point lead with 4 minutes remaining. A couple possessions later, Melo hits back-to-back jumpers to cut the lead down to 2, but the 96 team comes back with a bucket of their own to end the quarter up by 4. Mo Williams comes into the game and hits back-to-back jump shots, including 1-3 to give the 0-3 team the lead. Antoine Walker, however, gets a nice pass from Ray Allen and slams it home. The two teams would then go on to trade buckets. LeBron would make a 3-pointer from the left wing, then Nash would come back with a pull-up 3. Wade would hit a contested jump shot, but Kobe would come back with a 3 once again. Allen, Bryant, and Iverson would then go on to score the next 6 buckets for the team and give them a 6-point lead. But LeBron would come back with a free throw and back-to-back jumpers to cut the lead to 1 going into halftime. The quarter starts off with a hot Dwayne Wade going into the paint for a contested layup, followed by another contested jump shot from the right wing. The 96 team would once again take advantage of the 0-3's lack of interior defense and would feed Camby and O'Neal in the low post. LeBron comes down the court and throws a no-look pass to Bosh for the ferocious slam, but the 96 team counters it with a hook shot from Big Z. LeBron would then hit an open 3 to give the 0-3 team a 4-point lead, but Kobe and Iverson would once again work together to score 8 straight points to give the 96 team the 2-point lead. But another amazing pass from LeBron to Bosh would tie the game up going into the deciding quarter. The beginning of the quarter started off slow for the 96 team, as no one else but Kobe scored their first 6 points. But the all-around play of the 0-3 team would give them an early 4-point lead 4 minutes into the quarter. The 0-3 team continued their amazing ball movement, but the 96 team would counter it by attacking the basket to draw fouls and slow the game down. Nash would hit a layup to cut the lead down to 2, but a clutch 3 by LeBron would give the 0-3 team a 5-point lead with under 5 minutes remaining. With a sense of urgency, the Black Mamba would get LeBron with a pump fake and hit a contested jump shot to get the 3-point play. However, Wade comes back with a thunderous slam, but is quickly countered by a jump shot from O'Neal. The 0-3 team would go on to hit back-to-back buckets, but Iverson and Kobe counter with a quick 4-0 run of their own to cut the lead back to 2. Wade drives and kicks out to Melo for a wide open 3 to give the 0-3 team a 5-point lead with 3 minutes remaining. Nash will hit a jump shot on the other end, but he cancels it out by fouling Melo on the other end as well. Nash once again hits another jump shot to cut the lead down to 3. However, LeBron slices through for a nice finger roll to give the 0-3 team another 5-point lead. Off the timeout, Iverson cuts through to draw the foul and get 2 free throws. The 96 team gets a stop and comes back with a jump shot from Jermaine O'Neal to cut the lead to 1 with 20 seconds remaining. Wade is fouled and is sent to the line for 2, but he misses the first one. Down by 2. The 96 team runs the same play again, and Iverson cuts in for a layup to tie the game with 2 seconds remaining. The 0-3 team calls a timeout and goes to Carmelo for the last shot, but he misses and we're going to overtime. OT starts off with O'Neal hitting a hook shot from the right block. Steve Nash will get a nice pass from Iverson and is fouled on the layup, and he will go to the line for the 3-point play. The 0-3 team would come down and feed Bosh the ball, and he delivers to cut the lead down to 3. Nash would then run the pick and roll to perfection again with Camby, and Camby hits the open layup. Melo comes down the court and draws the foul once again to cut the lead down to 3. Nash would come down to hit a jump shot from the right wing, but Bosh cancels it out with a post fade on O'Neal. Both teams for the last 40 seconds would not score as it turned into a defensive battle until the 0-3 team was forced to foul O'Neal with 7 seconds left. Jermaine O'Neal hits 2 free throws to seal the deal, and the 96 team comes out victorious. winning by 5. Okay, now with that being said, as y'all saw, the 96 team just beat the 2003 team. Again, not really a definitive answer to the question of if the 03 class was better than the 96 class or vice versa, but it's just another take on the whole situation, and I wanted to just switch it up a bit. And again, shout out to Amino Hardwood. The link is in the description for that as well. And also, if y'all saw in the beginning, I did change up the intro since I don't really play 2K that much anymore. I'ma switch it up a bit. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I am out. Peace.